Okay, let's go over this assignment. Identification, annotate PDF. Annotate just means write on something. And we're going to write on a PDF using a tool called DocHub. So first you're going to download this PDF file. You'll click on it. It'll open in Canvas to here where you can see it. And then just click here on Download Cover. It should open up and have you save. So save that to your Google Drive to your Photoshop folder. Okay. Once that's saved, you're going to go to DocHub and sign in or sign up if you've never signed in. And then authorize your account. It will connect to your Google Drive, so you may get a prompt about connecting to your Google Drive. Then you're basically just going to click on New, and you upload it from your drive. And it's connected to your drive if you've authorized it. So you would just click New, and then go to your Google Drive. And then you just go get it. And again, go to your Photoshop folder and pull the cover in there. And then once it opens, it'll come to a full screen, and it's usually pretty big. So you're probably going to need to zoom out. There's little magnifying glasses over here. And then you're going to label all this. And the instructions specifically tell you to add your name in a corner first, and then use the tools to draw neon arrows, so like neon green, neon yellow, and write text. And identify the location of 5 layer styles on the magazine cover. So you're going to look at the cover and try to find an example of every one of these. And there's multiple examples of some, but only one is all you have to identify. You can identify more if you want to. Totally fine. It's 2 points for each item. So the arrow being in the right place and the name of the thing being right, and 2 points for your name, so 12 points. There's no redos, so make sure it's right. Also, the arrow has to touch the effect. So if I'm in DocHub, it's very simple to use. Click the Type tool if you want to add words. Here's the size. Here's the color. And then just click. So I can click this word here. Say I was going to label a thing, although yours would be a thing, but I'm not going to label it for you. To move it around, you point to it, and there's a trash can or a move. And that's how you move it. So, I'm going to put this here, and let's say I was going to point to this. Take your arrow, which you click this drop down here where there's a paintbrush and all that. You choose an arrow, choose your color, choose your fatness, and then draw your line. Draw your arrow. Now here's the thing. Don't just draw to the middle of stuff. Don't draw to the middle of this picture, because I don't know what you're identifying. If you're saying there's a bevel, I think you're just guessing. You have to point to exactly where a bevel would be, or to exactly where a stroke would be. So I'm not going to say what this thing is, but if I was going to draw to this white thing, then that green arrow needs to touch the white thing. Touch right on it. Okay? So whatever you're pointing to, you be sure you're pointing to the correct thing. If I'm pointing, oops, I always forget. You click on it, you have to use, and if you take the arrow and click back on it, you have to use the move to do it, or you'll draw another one. But let's say I was pointing here. If I'm pointing to that thing back there, I got to point here. If I'm pointing to this thing, I need to point here. Don't just point in the middle of everything and then say something that happens to be one of the many things that might apply. You have to point exactly to whatever it is. Okay? All right. So again, you got your name on it. You're going to have 5 arrows with 5 words that are attached to them. Remember, arrow key, click on whatever it is. Use the move tool to connect it. Okay? When you're finished, on the right-hand side, because it'll automatically save it in here, but that's not going to be the version you turn in. Behind my head over here is a download button. You're going to download this back to your Google Drive. Current version is what we want. So you download it to the drive. You can say rasterize pages if you want to, but this shouldn't be necessary. All right, we're going to update the existing with revision. If you want to save over the one you already had, you can do that. And it'll just save over the one that you have, which is the easiest way to do it. I would click Show in Drive just to make sure that it's saved properly. Okay, mine looks good. If you need to move it, if it's not like in the right place, you can click this, and then you can go to Organize, and you can move it into your Photoshop folder. When you turn this in on Canvas, you're turning in the PDF file as a file upload. So you're going to go to Submit. You're going to come down here to choose File, and you're going to go grab it from your drive. If you're on your Chromebook, of course, you would grab it from your drive that way. Can't see it. There we go. All right, so we get in here. I'm going to take the cover, pop it in there, and submit it, and yay, confetti. So there you go. That's how you use DocHub.